we are going to check for a given continuous time signal whether it is periodic or not, and if it is periodic, you will find out its fundamental time period. So x of t is given as 2 cos 2 pi by 3 into t plus 3 cos 2 pi by 7 into t. And for this signal, we need to check whether it is periodic or not. And if it is periodic, what is the fundamental time period it is having? If you see carefully, x of t is a combination of two continuous time trigonometric signals. So what I will do, I will consider x of t consists of x1t and x2t. Now consider x1t alone, which is 2 times cos 2 pi by 3 into t, and just do the analysis for this signal only, meaning I will compare its standard signal, which is a cos omega t. A will not decide the time period, the only term which will decide the time period is omega. In this case it is 2 pi by 3. Omega is 2 pi by t. So in the end I will get t as 3. It's a very simple problem. I can say x1t is a periodic signal with fundamental time period denoted as t0 equal to 3. Now same thing I can do for x2t. So let's do it. x2t equals 3 cos 2 pi by 7 into t, which we can compare with a cos omega t to get omega as 2 pi by 7. As all of you know, omega is 2 pi by t. So after doing so, 2 pi gets cancelled. I can get t equal to 7. So what I can say for this signal, it is also periodic with fundamental time period 7. Now using this data, we need to check x of t is periodic or not. Now over here, what we'll do, we will plot both the signals for respective time periods that they obtain. So we are plotting over here x1t with a time period 3, meaning it will complete one cycle in 3 seconds. Let's take. So like this. Then another cycle in next 3 seconds. So this is x1t. Whereas x2t will complete one cycle in 7 seconds. So for t equal to 7, it will complete one cycle. What I will do, I will keep on drawing the cycles till I am getting a common point for t. So right now for 2 cycles, 6 seconds lapsed for x1. x2 is just completing one cycle, but that is t equal to 7. So if I keep on drawing the cycles for x1, so I will get this x1t like this, and now x2t, as you see, it will complete one cycle in 7 seconds, next in 14, and most importantly, third cycle it will complete in 21 seconds. You will get x2t like this. So what I can say over here, for n equal to, repeat, for t equal to 21 in x1 and x2t, I can get x1 completing 7 cycles and x2 completing 3 cycles. What is common between them? Both the numbers are integer. Meaning 21 is that least number for which x1 will complete integer number of cycles plus x2t will also complete integer number of cycles. You can verify before 21 there is not a single instance where both the x1 and x2 complete integer cycles. Meaning you can see over here, when I am having t equal to 3, x1 complete one cycle, but x2 will not complete not even one cycle. And this can keep on repeating, and only at t equal to 21 I am saying both the signals are reaching to integer number of cycles. Hence I can say t equal to 21 is nothing but fundamental time period for x1 plus x2. So I can say x of t, which is x1t plus x2t, which is equal to 2 cos 2 pi by 3 into t plus 3 cos 2 pi by 7 into t is a periodic. Why it will be periodic? Because this consists of two signals. One signal, which is x1t, whose fundamental time period we obtained as 3, another signal x2t whose fundamental time period we obtained as 7. And if I take the ratio of these two, in the end, this ratio is of two integers. So x of t is periodic because the ratio of two time periods we obtain as a ratio of two integers, and fundamental time period of x of t is nothing but least common multiplier LCM of T1 and T2. So in this case, it is LCM of 3 and 7, which is nothing but 21. So I can say fundamental time period for x of t is 21. So here we have seen if x of t is a combination of two periodic signals, we need to check whether it will be periodic or not based on ratios of T1 and T2, and if it is obtained as a ratio of two integers, then that signal is periodic and fundamental time period will be least common multiplier of two numbers. Two numbers are time periods of x1t and x2t. Thank you.